Wonderful pickup lines for me for finals day for when I need to inevitably DM somebody later.
No. This is not how this works. You're giving me lines.
You're giving me tips though, as the man with the happy Valentine's.
Out the game for a while, mate. You need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Coaches don't play.
You're secure in the game. This is the whole point. It's poor. You can win a BUCS medal, but you can't help a man get a relationship. It's shit work. How are you feeling for today, though?
Can we take the cameras off?
No. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good, mate. Looking forward to breaking the championship record later.
Oh!
Now that is a fucking cutaway edit if I've ever seen it.
Bridger, last year we were talking about you and Malloy's head-to-head record.
Yep.
What does it stand at now?
I don't think it's got any prettier since we last spoke, actually. I think I lost them. So yeah, maybe 1-1 since then. But yeah, no idea.
Is he in the final?
No, he's not in the 3K. He's in the 15.
He's scared of you?
He is scared of me.
And we've also got our mascot as well. Hello, mascot.
Hello, how we doing?
Oh, wonderful. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I'm excited for it, to be honest. We'll see what I run.
You're going for performance with the lion's head on.
Yeah, exactly.
Define the performance.
We don't know yet. We'll see on the track, but should be all right.
How was the foot?
The foot feels fine. We're going to ignore it. I've got ibuprofen in me, so it's fine.
Okay, now. Okay.
See you, Tommy. That man is going to win the 3K.
For me.
What, top tips for the mascot race? Yeah. Start strong, push someone over, and then celebrate like a motherfucking god as you finish when you win.
When I win, yeah. When I win.
When you win, you've got to win.
Exactly.
You can't be in our training group and not win the mascot race.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Oh. Good luck, mate. Number one. Well done, guys. Finish up.
After this last,
They need to fucking win it. Oh my god, that was so funny. Can I get out of this thing?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I can't see a thing. Oh my god.
No, I'm pretty celebrating.
Can I please take this off?
Yeah.
I need this off.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think there's nothing there. We have to just go to the final.
Oh, this is me after the mascot race. No,
You got a final?
no, it's a time trial.
Oh,
That's why I went for it. What did I get? What time did I get?
every single one here.
I better win. I better win.
Finals race day is about to start. Women's 3K are getting on the track.
You don't even
right
have
now.
your camera.
Yeah, I know. I'm commentating, Tommy.
Tommy!
But yeah, women's 3K is about to start.
Yeah, but we need double angles.
No, we don't need double angles. We need fun content. But yeah, women's 3K is about to start.
We've just been described as a TV crew.
We're heading over to the back straight to hopefully find Dean. A fairly stressed Dean by the sounds of it, but yeah. Because he's got Kate Willis and Alice Bennett in these races.
Alice Bennett?
Alice Bates. Don't put that in. Not Alice Bennett. Who's Alice Bennett?
Noah
Bennett
Bennett's sister.
Alice Bennett is a person. Oh, and here's Isaac. Legend himself.
Good luck, Isaac.
So yeah, we're getting ready for the 3K. Should be fun.
Right, Harry, give us your predictions.
Is Cleo winning the long jump, do we know?
Harry, predictions, big man.
I don't know if that's any good. Predictions for women's 3K. I think Kate Willis with the dub, Alice Bates with second, and then these are 10 entries. I haven't looked at the entries. I'm going off vibes, Dean. Races aren't won on paper, Dino. Races are won on a blue track.
Oh, there's movement on the start line. They're a bit nervous.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. And they are off for 9.5-ish minutes of running. And Alice has gone straight to the front.
Set in 2005.
Alice has gone straight to the front. Kate Willis is tucked inside. Loughborough girl, who I don't know the name of, is slotted into first. I think Alice is probably going to plan to be fairly aggressive in this race, as she usually is. Let's just hope that she can hold on.
Either Mia or Emily, probably the two that I sent to the girls. Maybe on paper they feel like they were favourites, but I did say it'll break down to 6 as soon as it gets going, which it's about to break down to 5 or 6.
So again, races aren't won on paper, and 3K is a long way to run at the front indoors.
It's effectively broken down to the 6 or 7 I said, but the actual girl that is at the front of the Cardiff girl in the red, I'm surprised she's not gone with it, Georgia Palmer. She's run 9:20. She's probably just missed that break and we'll get back on.
Get back on. Long way to go.
The Spanish girl at the back and what's finished with that's perfect, that's good take.
That's some good insight from Dean Miller, that. He's not just a pretty face. I would like to say that Jess Bailey hasn't turned up to BUCS. I don't know if she was even on the entries list, but that Jess Bailey, that's Paul from you. Probably would have been the favourite, and you haven't turned up, so I'd hang your head in shame. Tommy Bridger and Isaac Hersham-Chandler are in call room, looking very excited. Dare I say it, this is probably Bridger's race to lose.
Bridger's record on the line.
Bridger's record on tap, Bridger's race to lose. Oh, someone's pulled clear. Craig! You busy? Craig's busy. The Loughborough girls pulled away. Mia's in second. Where's the rest of the mandem? Alice is closing in on third. Go on then, Alice. Oh, 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go and Alice is there. Bronze medal was in her grasp. Kate is also moving quite well. Alice is flying round this last 200. She's running really well. Alice has moved into third by the looks of it. Looks like it might be a bronze medal. No, Eddie, focus on Alice. She's coming in. She might get second here. She's flying round this last 200. She's going to do it. She's going to get second. Oh my. What a last 200 metres from Alice Bates. Unbelievable. That's a very quick time as well. As Kate Willis comes around looking really strong. Not quite Kate's day. Dino's going to be happy with that one. Back to you in the studio. And Bridger's already won.
Should we just cut to him winning?
It seems inevitable, really.
He's
Oh,
going for the record.
the championship record. I didn't know if he was joking or not, but they're getting after it. So clearly he doesn't feel much threat for the championship. And Isaac is also going with it. I think Isaac's just going to sit on him unless they've got a plan to work together. So we'll see. Let's go, boys. Nice and smooth. And 1:15 through the race, and it's going very well.
Should we just cut to him winning straight away?
His university colleague, Isaac Chandler. Tom Bridger, the Scottish indoor 3,000.
I mean, I would try and commentate on what's going on, but I don't know any of these men's names. Like, I know Bridger, I know Isaac, I know Jack Patton, and then there's Rowan. The guy in the green in between, and I'm not too sure, and after that I've got no idea. So it's about 62, 63 through the 400 mark, which ain't bad going. That's quite quick, actually. It's pretty quick. That's probably about 750 pace. No? Yeah, 750 pace. And considering we're going for 757, that's not a bad start. Let's go, Bridger. Go on, Bridger. Let's go, Isaac. Good work, boys. Should we head up? So, they've gone through in 2:42. They're about 3 seconds off pace. They need 2:39s. But Bridger's a man that's able to close, and so is Isaac. So, let's go, boys. That's a nice move. Let's see if Isaac's allowed to slot in then. And he is. They just let him slot in. Julian Priest, do you have any idea what's going on?
Not really, but I'm seeing vibes.
Bridger's moving well. 47, 48. Is that 15? No. This will be 15 up here. They're going to be off pace. They will be slightly off pace. 58, 59. I've seen Bridger close some quick. They're about 5-6 seconds off pace at the moment, but they're sharing it at a pace that is about a second a lap too slow. So, not sure what the thought process is here, but they've got to start picking it up at some point. Otherwise, that championship record isn't going to come. So that's what they needed, like a three flat last. What is that? 1,200 meters. You start rolling off some 60s, and I'm not sure if either of these boys have got that in their locker at this point, especially when there's a championship on the line with about 7 of them still in the race. So we'll find out.
Coming up to the 2 kilometre mark.
But a very confident Basil Rock just walked past us. 2K, 5:28. They're quite far off that pace. And Bridger started rolling. Looks like Bridger's going to go from a K out. He's going to try and close in a 2:30, sorry. Which Bridger is capable of doing that. Whether he can do that on his own, we're yet to find out. He's rolling.
Well, you remember what Dean just said to us about 3K?
Yeah, the best way to work into a 3K is to work into a 3K. And that was a 31-ish, 200 metres, and Bridger's all on his own now. 4 laps to go. And he's picking up.
Mate, he's going for it.
At this point, Bridger is absolutely flying. He is absolutely flying. We're going to let's go, Bridger. Yeah,
let's go, Bridger!
We're going to need about a 57, 56 56 last 4. It's a tall order from Bridger. Isaac's hustling hard in that group. He's still on for a medal here, Isaac. Bridger is rolling quick. He might just be off it though, which is going to be unfortunate.
Unless he's got something else at the back.
He's had a few big last 200s back in his time. Bridger is absolutely flying. Let's go, Bridge!
Let's go, Tommy!
We needed 27. We needed 27 here from Bridger. I've seen him close faster and he was absolutely, pardon my language, but the boy's fucking flying. Isaac's still in the mix for third. Bridger is moving fast. It's going to be a close one. I know it's 7:57 we want on the clock, but 7:57 what? Bridger is flying. Let's go, Bridge. 56, 57. Oh, looks like he might have just missed it. That is so unfortunate. And the boys coming through. Jab. Isaac, unfortunately, that early pace has caught up to him. Rowan England with a fantastic last 50 metres to snub Jack Patton for his medal. I'm not sure who the guy in the pink is, but he's got second or third.
To 7:57.9 championship record from 20.
Oh, it was 57.9. Bridger was so close, bless him. He's worked hard for that, but he's finally got his BUCS gold medal that he's always wanted in the 3K indoors. Obviously, he's got many outdoors over the chase. But boy's been wanting this medal for a long time, and he's made it look easy there. Look at him.
So Tom Bridger, Romeo Ingram, Elliot Smith Rasmussen, would you please stop off a presentation by the tunnel?
We're now going to have the medal ceremony for the women's 3,000 metres.
You should get this, Eddie.
Please acknowledge the medalists.
Acknowledge the medalists. Specifically, we're going to acknowledge Alice Bates in second place. Fantastic run from the university freshman. Is she freshman?
No.
From the university second year. What's that in America?
Sophomore?
Sophomore.
Our American viewers will let us know, I'm sure.
Yeah, if you're an American, comment down. Alice Bates, second year university student, under the watchful eye of Dino Miller.
And the BUCS champion, gold medalist from Loughborough, Emily Parker.
Never heard of her.
And that's not disrespectful, it's just true.
It's just a fact.
Oh, look at Dean over there.
Dean doing some coaching to Kate Willis. It was
grind
unfortunate.
Doesn't stop.
Unfortunate not to make it onto this podium, unfortunately for Kate, but she's had a wonderful outdoor season, making her first GB vest from Liverpool. If everyone wants to go back and watch that video, please get us the views, as we are now monetized and would like all of your money.
Doesn't cost you a thing.
Doesn't cost you a thing, but it gets us a little bit of cash. Matty Cash. Who is Matty Cash? Footballer.
Polish footballer for Aston Villa that's definitely just English.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very Polish, does it? Everyone in the comments say, Bridger, please come back.
He stopped. Let's chase.
Chase.
He's coming back.
Bridger! I'm gonna shout at him until he gets sorry. Bridger.
You know
Well
what
done,
time
buddy.
it is.
How was it? How was it?
Yeah, it was good. It was close to the record, but
It was very pedestrian, sort of opening
yeah,
chaos.
I went out hard and we started load a bit in the middle. I think as you do without a pacer to keep it hot, and then yeah, just a little bit too much to do in the last K.
Well, to be fair, I'd written you off from about halfway through. I'd written it off. I was like, I keep writing you off, Bridger. I did it at British Champs last year. I've done it here again. But I wrote you off, and then you came into the last 200, and I used my one swear word that I'm allowed to keep this a PG-13 video, and I said that you were effing flying, and he was. So it was a very impressive run. You finally got your championship that you were looking for.
Yeah, it was no, very good run. It was a quick last K as well. I think it's the quickest I've closed. So that's good.
Gold. Tommy Bridger, everyone. What a mate.
Cheers, mate.
My name's Ben Gardiner, I'm 22, I run for Birmingham Uni Athletics Club. I have a bit of a worrying history with BUCS. I've come last, second to last, and third to last in all of my my 800 finals. So part of me does feel like something similar could happen this year just because of my track record, but I think I've done so much more work this year and put myself in such a better position that hopefully it won't happen again. So last year, I was just absolutely smoked. Came second to last, but in my head it was more or less last because the guy that finished behind me came in as an additional runner, having fallen over in the semis. And yeah, man, I just gutted. I remember just thinking like, cool, I've put so much work in over winter, more than I had previous years. And it just felt super embarrassing to like go into it thinking I could medal and then come out of the final like last, and not even by like a small amount. I just completely bonked. So yeah, praying that this is my last BUCS indoors and it will finally break the curse. So this year, got to the arena. I see that I've got a bunch of like 155 guys in my race and a 151 guy. But anyway, managed to get through my heat nice and easy. I think it was 154, 155 off of a really slow first lap. To be honest, it couldn't have really gone any better for me. It was smooth, it was easy. Went through feeling like, okay, big confidence boost going into the semi. Pretty sure I can win most of them however I want. However, that night, started to get a little bit of a fever going. Started to get the sweats. Didn't get any sleep. Wake up Saturday morning, I'm like, Dean, I'm not feeling good, bruv. He says, come down and get some breakfast. On the way down, just chunder. And I'm like, oh. I did everything right on the Friday evening to like recover well, make sure I was fine for the next day. And I just couldn't believe this is the one weekend that I've got ill this year. And it's the weekend where everything matters the most. But in the warm-up area, I was just cooked. Like every drill just felt like I had no energy. My heart rate was through the roof. And then 5 minutes before the race, me and Dean were just like, okay, look, you got to change up the game plan here. The game plan originally was just to sit and kick, thinking I could do that in the majority of the races. And then Dean said, look, you look crap. You can tell I wasn't going to run anything special. Anyway, I was lucky enough to be in semi-3, so I'd seen how fast the previous two had gone, and I knew that both the fastest loser spots had been taken in 150. So I knew that if I go for this slow tactical run, I have to win. And just sitting in the cool room, I was like, I just didn't back myself. Just feeling how I was, I didn't back myself to win in a sprint. Luckily enough, Jack took it out quite hard, and then I just straight got on his shoulder and I was like, look, if I die, I die. And luckily I didn't. It was probably one of the hardest 800 meter races I've ever done mentally, just because the whole time I'm thinking, okay, just wait, you're gonna blow up at some point, but just try, hang on. I managed to hang on all the way to the last 50, found something extra, dug past, ended up running 149 to win my semi. My second quickest indoor time ever. And I was pooped, absolutely cooked.
This is the girlfriend of Benjamin Gardiner.
Speedsuit.
Benjamin Speedsuit Gardiner. And
Hermione
the lady
Speedsuit
who
Jewel.
the lady who in combination with Dean got Ben onto the start line and through the semi-finals yesterday. So Hermione, how was your experience yesterday as coach/girlfriend?
It's pretty traumatic. I actually didn't think he was going to race, so I walked past the cool room and he wasn't there, but everyone else was. But he did make it, and apparently he's late to every race. And I was quite gobsmacked. I thought I was going to be going to Wagamama's and it was going to be really depressing, and he wasn't going to be running today, but he is. So, yeah.
I would argue that any trip to Wagamama's with Ben is usually depressing. So Nairobi, how are you feeling?
Not bad. A bit slightly disappointed.
Yeah, it's to be expected.
Yeah, I missed out just a little bit from yesterday, but to run 150 after running 153 and 154, I think that's pretty good.
Good man. Got any predictions for the final?
I don't have not in particular order, but I think it's probably between Ben, Jack, and David.
Oh, we've had Jack thrown into the mix there. That's a new one.
You guys, what do you think?
Oh, I'm going to back my boy Ben to take the W. I'm going to go with, I think Basil might sneak silver, and I think David's going to come third. I think. It's not a bad shot. That's my shout, but it could be anyone, really. Yeah, it's tight, isn't it? Yeah, it's tight. Like, the semis were hard as well. All the semis
When we saw 150, was like, oh shit, this is serious. Well, 150 in every heat.
Yeah.
As well, yeah, that's mad.
It's probably the deepest the BUCS indoors, like depth-wise, it's been ever.
Because when you ran, it wasn't that bad, was it?
It took me 150. I took 150 to get through as a non-automatic, but
that was because they put you all
but
together,
like,
isn't it?
yeah, that was because they seeded it badly, and also I was quite clear as a non-automatic.
Yeah.
Like, I actually got through on like 151 high or something like that. So.
Right, you can say that again.
We've got Ben Gardiner over here, but we're keeping our distance because bro is.
That's a woman with a gold medal. Where's Ben?
Where is Ben?
He's behind that person.
I see him. I see him.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but the camera did. Is that Hermione moving towards him?
I don't know. But we've got to get Ben Gardiner content from afar because boy is prone to a wobble mentally, and we're trying to prevent that today. Prevent the wobble. So we're going to leave the talking to Dean. Who are you recording now?
I'm trying to get Ben, but he's too afar.
Well, let's just move slightly forward. I feel sick. I feel unwell. I don't like it. I'd rather be racing because then I don't get as nervous. Because Ben really can win this. He really can win this. It's just, he needs to hold his nerve. Benny Boo does hold his nerve. Oh, big long jump. Yoink.
Paddy First now has a bar of 1m85.
Not yet, no.
Shit.
He was,
Let's go, Ben!
2023.
Sorry, I don't want to shout. I should put him off.
Now has to turn back to the track.
Lead up this year has gone more or less perfectly. I opened my season at Lee Valley, ran 148.5. Felt really good doing it. Beat Jack and Ted Higgins, which I've never done.
So in this race, we've got Harry Ware of some university, Brian Martin of Stirling, Basil Rock of Bath, David Race and Jack Dixon of Loughborough, respectively, and Ben Gardiner, humble man with hunched shoulders from Birmingham.
So this year is my last BUCS indoors, my last year as a student, so last chance to grab something from this champs. So yeah, I think it goes without saying I've come 5th, 6th, 7th in all my BUCS finals, so I think this year has to change. End it on a high.
I'm gonna cry. Brian Martin, a recent comer to the 800 metres. Run 150 indoors this year. Harry Ware had been out in South Africa recently.
Representing Loughborough, the reigning England under-23 1500 metre champion, Jack Dixon.
Jack Dixon, Loughborough student. Doesn't have a GPS watch. Just going to name a fun fact about him.
Bronze medalist at the BUCS Championships in Manchester, Basil Rock.
Basil Rock. Don't have a fun fact about Basil Rock. Unfortunately, that makes him sound really boring.
BUCS indoor final, representing Birmingham University, Ben.
Let's go, Ben! Let's go, Ben! That's my boy. Locked in.
I think I've put myself in a position where I know I can win this year. But yeah, I'm going to be going there to win and not to run for a medal. I will be disappointed with a silver or a bronze. Having never got one before, I know that sounds a bit stupid, but I know I can win this year.
You see how he's pacing back and forth? I did that yesterday. Which means he's locked in. And nervous. I want to put this down, but I don't know where to put this. Very little support for David Race down this end of the track. Borderline sad, really. I'm going to wet myself. Come on, Ben.
Winning just would mean everything. So yeah, just gonna give it all the beans.
Go on, Ben! Let's go, Ben! I don't want to look. 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 Nice. Sit there, Ben. Sit.
Get
Lovely.
involved.
Now squeeze in inside. Squeeze in inside. Don't let David box you in. Oh, I feel sick. I feel very sick.
Let's go, Ben!
Go on, Ben. Perfect, Ben. Perfect, Ben.
Let's go.
Don't let him pass, Ben. Stay there. My heart's going so fast. My heart's beating so quickly.
He's in
It's
the
quite
perfect
quick.
place. It's perfect so far.
It's quite quick.
Let's go, Ben!
Let's go, Ben!
Let's go, Ben!
Let's go, Ben. Come on.
200 more meters, just to sit there, brother. He's just got to sit there for 200 more.
Let's go, Ben!
Well, Harry wears out the picture. I feel like I'm going to pass out, brother. I think I'm going to pass out. My heart's beating so fast. Let's go, Ben! Don't let him pass,
Let's
Ben!
go, Ben! Hold
Work,
him up,
Ben, let's
Ben!
go!
Hold him up!
Come on, Ben. There we go, Ben. There we go, Ben. There we go, Ben.
Let's go, Ben!
Yeah, box him in. Box Basil in. Box Basil in. Go on, Ben!
Go, Ben! Go, Ben!
Go on, Ben!
Ben, go!
Let's go, Ben!
Go!
Go on, Ben! Go on, Ben!
Go,
Yes,
Ben!
Go!
Go,
Go!
Ben!
Yes!
Yes!
Inside! Gardiner on the outside! This is incredible! David Rees! But Gardiner, I think, holds on! 1:49.98 in an astonishing race there.
Oh. We said it would go down to the wire, didn't we? But we didn't think it would go down to the wire. That was incredible.
Oh, Ben Gardiner with the victory for Birmingham there.
Unbelievable. That was so hard. You look so good.
That's my boy. Wow.
It's been working.
Off a fairly pedestrian, well not pedestrian, but 53 highs not That is lovely. That is lovely.
Next on track, the women's 1500 metre final.
Look at that, point
That is June 1540.
Honestly, you shouldn't even watch.
Thank you. Oh man, that made it so hard. Yeah.